Yo, what's up, man? YouTube people, it's your boy C for 3, man. C for 3 hoops, because that's what we do. We hoopers. But, man, it's off-season grind for me right now, man. Just want to make a video talking about Taurus season. If y'all watching any of my previous videos on my channel, last year I made one of my first videos talking about why people can't hoop in Taurus season. And I'm going to just make a part 2 of that. The second reason why niggas can't hoop street ball level, high school, college. I'm going to say high school all the way up from street ball to college and professional. And the main characteristic I see why dudes can't hoop. And, right now it's off season right now, so I'm smoking a little weed, taking some time off. All my hoopers, I want to say, man, since the pandemic, you got to stay focused, man. It's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time grinding. My season has stopped because of COVID, so I'm on my smoke break right now. But it's not about me smoking. It's about the niggas who can't hoop, the people who can't hoop. The number one thing I realize about people that can't hoop, in a nutshell, using astrology, I'm tying in astrology on my channel with basketball principles, spiritual emphasis and things like that. But one of the number one reasons I realize is that, a lot of people can't use this Taurus energy, this earth energy, this fixed earth energy, This fixed earth energy right now is about being stable. It's about being grounded, It's a time you see outside, you look, you see the trees coming out, blooming fully green. You see the flowers coming back on the trees. You see the animals getting up early in the morning, chirping. You know what I'm saying? It's that time for growth, rebirth. Not really rebirth. I would say rebirth is like Aries season. We break down the winter. So Taurus is really trying to stabilize that rebirth from the Aries fire. Aries is real compulsive. We get the Taurus, we want to slow it down and get more diligent in our work. So also, while I'm making this video, it's a new moon in Taurus today, and that's a little bit of a conjunction with the sun. So with the new moon in Taurus and the sun in Taurus, this is a perfect day to set practical intentions for the future, all the way to Virgo season, Capricorn season, to get your way around this wheel of life, the toils of life, And number one thing, you have to use this energy. You have to put in the work, because it's easy to be lazy right now, because it's easy to spend money, smoke weed, not work out, drink. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. We live in the 21st century now. People smoke sometimes, people drink. You gotta learn to balance these days. We living in the middle of a pandemic. We haven't seen these things in a while, just like maybe the 60s and the 40s and maybe the war times, when our generation is experiencing a whole new way to look at the world around us. And who knows? Like I said, when I started, my basketball season was canceled. I played 2 years of JUCO. Increasing my average every year I played. Got better. I went to a Division III school out here in Massachusetts, and I'm from Louisiana, by the way. Y'all see I'm repping the Saints. Shout out to all my people from Louisiana who might see this video. But, yeah, I came out here to Mass to play JUCO. Happy I made a D3 team. I think I could have made Division II. But who knows, either here or there. I'm a hooper. I hoop on any level. Street ball. I play against some high schoolers right now. But my season got canceled, and that hurt, man. I had to find another job. I'm working in the medical field right now. But ball is life is still a dream. Maybe playing overseas or hopefully continuing my career. I might have to go back down south and play thanks to coronavirus. You never know. But the point I'm making is, and we have Uranus and Taurus too, so there's a big change up in the Taurus field right now. But the point I'm making is you have to stay diligent. You see, despite all that, my season canceled, but I'm still working on my game. My season canceled, but right now in Taurus season, I still hold down a job. I'm paying bills. I have car notes. I have rent, workouts, buying what I need, workout equipment, diet plans, you know what I'm saying? Things that relax my mind, leisure activities, Everything in balance and moderation, though. Everything. Spending habits, hanging out with girls. Some people don't smoke weed. They just hang out with girls and got a bad female addiction. They lose their basketball prowess like that. So Taurus season is about putting all that to the side and staying focused on the grind, fellas. Staying focused on the grind. Street ballers, high schoolers, college players, professional players, hobbyists, street ballers. You know, stay focused, man. You learn how to hoop this season by putting in that work, growing your game like the flowers outside, bringing that fixed, steady pace to it. So, for example, I have a Taurus moon, okay? Somebody like Kobe Bryant had a Taurus moon sign. Somebody like Kevin Durant has a Taurus moon sign. Somebody like Wilt Chamberlain is a Taurus rising. Somebody like Chris Paul is a Taurus sun sign. So, and I'm bringing up all these places to let you know. And somebody like LeBron James has a Taurus north node. Now, if you don't know astrology, all those things I just rambled might have went out of your head. Like, what's a rising sign? What's a north node? You know, but a lot of basketball players who have prominent Taurus placements have the ability to focus on work. Taurus is a fixed sign. Unlike Virgo, which can overthink his work, or Capricorn, it can only see his work from the spectrum of my status quo. Taurus is the sign that deals with the slow, patient, practical due diligence of coming up, you know? So it's like baking the cake, step-by-step process, the grind, you know? When you talk about the Virgo energy of this, like a James Harden, it would be more attention to detail, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dribbles to break you down. As far as Kobe, with his Taurus moon, or KD, somebody with a Taurus moon, 1, 2 fixated steps that they know they're going to work. You know, KD with his long crossover, that 1, 2 crossover pull-up dribble. That's just amazing. Yeah, my bad. I went too hard on my crossover KD dribble. Nah, across the fucking phone. But yeah, that crossover dribble, that KD back, that right to left, boom, 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 pull up, crazy. Representative of the Taurus moon. You know, Virgo put more details into that action, but the Taurus is more, you know, bringing it grounded and practical of how to make it still work, but in a shorter period of time, and only because it works. You know what I'm saying? So the basis of this video, if you can't hoop right now, you feel like your skills suck, it's probably because you lacking Taurus placements in your chart, or you're lacking just the Taurus mindset of, you know, oh, I worked on my basketball skills for 3 days in a row, I should be good. Hell no. They got people who've been working on the same step back dribble. Ali, seed for 3 right here. Seed for 3 been working on the same step back shot since 2014. Granted, I have a Taurus moon. Let me tell you guys something. I've been working on my basketball game since 2014 as a street ball player. It's 2021 now. So the amount of work I put in, the amount of shots I put in, the amount of drills I put in, that's what I use when I go to tryouts, workouts. No matter how hard another person working, I'm thinking about the due diligence I put in, years and years and years of working on my game to know that I can trust that. And even right now, this year, that means nothing if you're not willing to put in new work to work on your weaknesses, such as I want to get a left-hand layup down to the fact that I can hit like a up and under reverse Jordan type of thing in the middle of the game, street ball level, high school, college, or whatever. And I keep saying that because a lot of people, they get discouraged when they're moving up and down the ranks. The Taurus thing is ruled by Venus. So the thing about Taurus, people don't know, most Tauruses love what they're doing. It may seem like it's dry and practical and they're just grinding. The Taurus energy ruled by Venus, they really love what they're doing. So Ali, Kobe, Ali, KD, Ali, seed for 3. Somebody, we love the game of ball, you know. So, and then what's in the moon sign, I want to say this too, for astrology purposes. I keep saying, like, me, KD, and Kobe all have the moon sign of Taurus. The moon is how you react to things. So when I go through adversity, my first reaction is to get back in the gym and work hard. When I go through things, let me go to work and I'll hustle this. Let me think about it practically and see a step-to-step plan. If I had like an Aries moon, I'd be quick to go into warrior mode and fight back. But because I have the Taurus moon, I'm able to sit back, be practical, do my due diligence, and also bring what I value, my self-value, to the chart, to the playing field, to the court, whatever. So Taurus placement always does for that, because it's strong pride there too. It's right behind Aries, and everybody talk about the Aries warrior, you know, Aries individual. Let's not forget about the Taurus, the next sign right after that. So somebody like a Wilt Chamberlain, I believe he was a Taurus sun sign. You see somebody like that, or was he a Taurus rising? I want to see a Taurus rising. So with him being a Taurus rising, Wilt Chamberlain, his personality was already dominant into working hard. His personality was already into that domineering earth energy, grounded energy. So the reason why a lot of people can't hoop, they not grounded, you know, too many outside distractions, no love for the game, no Venusian energy for the game. And right now it's May. If you're not a hooper right now and you're thinking about where I want to be come September, come December with my basketball career, hang it up right now this year. You got to put in that work starting May, correlating the true skies, the sun is back, you know. We just had Easter, the return of the Eastern Star, if you want to ask somebody like me how I feel. So with my page, with my channel here at C for 3 Hoops, you know, we're going to start trying to tie into astrology and how these things can matter, you know, into the seasons and what we're watching on the court. For example, with the play-in tournament coming in, watch how some of these Taurus sign placements are going to be way more into this play-in tournament when it comes to that, because that's going to be deep. So I'm going to do some predictions on who I think going to win the play-in tournament. And like I said, I'm from Louisiana. I wish the Pelicans was in there, but they fucked up. You know, well, we're young. Zion got to get his thing together. But Zion's working, I'm sure. The Pelicans working. All those teams in the NBA are working. So, street ballers, are you working to be the best in your neighborhood? Are you working to get those bragging rights? Are you working to say, man, I put money on my jump shot, nigga? That's why I come from that era. We put money on jump shots. You know, we put $50 on the jump shot, $50 on the game. You know, each one teach one. Because if you can battle this out in the hood, you never know what you can do on the college level or the high school circuit. So that's the type of level of competitiveness I want to see from you guys in Taurus season. You know, it still got some time to pick it up, get on your game, get into a routine, a fixed pattern, a fixed way to see these things. So once you get into that type of routine, you will start to see your game improve in Taurus season. And go back and watch my other videos on why people can't hoop in Taurus season, because you have to be fixated on this. You know, it's one thing to have that fire and passion to fire. It's one thing to have the emotion and to connect with your teammates and your coaches and the fans like water. And it's one thing to have that intellect like air, to outthink the game, to see these patterns and flows, and you know, you just see the game from a different schematic view mentally, air. But when it's all said and done, this is an earthly realm, this is an earthly world, and you have to get down to that point of when you're bringing this down into the earth, you're putting in that, you know, that labor, that hammer type thing. You know, you hitting that hammer day to day. It's like building railroads or, you know, building the interstate. Like, those things weren't just abstract ideas. We had to do man-made labor. So, you know, take this video with you guys, whoever see this, and vibe high, because the number one reason why a lot of motherfuckers can't hoop and they won't improve their game is because the lack of Taurus energy. And pay attention to that right now, as we got the moon and the sun in Taurus right now. So all my hoopers, man, C for 3 Hoops, y'all like, comment, subscribe my shit, man.